Hello, 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 everybody. Excuse the crazy hair. Thank you for coming live with me. I appreciate you. As you're hopping on, say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm broadcasting on a couple of different channels here, so I'd like to know which one you are watching on. If you could let me know if you are YouTube or Facebook, I would appreciate it. If you are YouTube, give me thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my Healthy Living channel. If you are Facebook, don't forget to smash my face and press the three dots in the upper right-hand corner over there. And also to, let me turn it around here. That's better. And also to remember to tell Facebook that you want to see me first in your news feed. You want to favorite me. I appreciate you. I am on here tonight, which I don't usually come live to you on the weekends. That is, my schedule is Monday through Friday, but it's a very important evening for me, the evening before my second vaccination shot. But I wanted to show you a new product that I got in that allows me to be out in the public and to feel a little bit more safe. So the CDC guidelines are still for everybody to be, thank you for hopping on. Give StreamYard permission to broadcast your comments by hitting facebook.com/StreamYard and telling them it's okay. But it's important to me, especially for people of African American and people of color descent, to know about what's going on with the vaccine and what you can do to protect yourself. So we're still recommending using a mask. We're still recommending 6 feet of distance. Even if you have the vaccine makes it so that you are less likely to get COVID. And if you do, it's not saying that you won't, but if you do, it's making it less likely that you will get sick to the point that you will have to be hospitalized. So you won't have the severe symptoms. Even with this new strain, supposedly that will lower your risk of getting severe symptoms and of having to go to the hospital and lose work and so on and so forth. So I do masks, and I didn't pull out my mask so that I could show you. I do masks, but sometimes the masks weigh on my ears and it makes it hard. So I thought I could get a shield to help me to not have to worry as much. Even if you're shielded, the recommendation is that you still wear a mask under the shield. I can tell you I was out today with the shield and no problem. This is View Shield. It comes in this nice pouch by View Shield. I'm hoping you can see it. It's not washing it out. I purchased this on Instagram. It is also available on Pinterest. You can find it on Pinterest, VUE Shield. And it works over glasses. That is an important thing, especially if you got all this stuff weighing on your ears. So it comes with the shield. This is the shield. And it comes with 2 rubberized things. I did not use those today to help for your comfort. It doesn't come with instructions to how to use that. What is this piece of paper? It's just from the manufacturer, so it has no instructions on how to use it. It came with a cardboard box, and it was delivered in about 4 weeks. I understand when I bought it, it was a little bit of a shortage, but I got a lot of compliments out today with my View Shield. I felt safe. I am covered all the way through, so it's better than the glasses, just the glasses and the mask. I'm covered all the way around. I would say almost 180 degrees from the top of my face to my chin. I still have room to put a face mask on if I want. So it's very comfortable. I was wearing it all day, still observing 6 feet of distance. I don't know if it affects how you hear me. You can give me some eyes and ears to let me know if you can see me and hear me fine. I would appreciate that. Some feedback on the sound on this. because as you know, I've been having some hearing issues, some audio issues, even without the shield. But I really love this. I would turn down the light, but I can't get it without going behind camera. So I don't want to do that and miss you guys. But I wore it all day today while I was out. I still do pickup for shopping. So yesterday I was Walmart pickup. Today I did Target pickup because I forgot to get tissue paper, toilet tissue paper. So it still helps make me feel safe without feeling overburdened because of all the, because not everybody is observing the rules, and that can be bothersome. So, hey, Lena, what's up? Thank you for watching. Shout outs to San Diego. I'm just making sure that I'm seeing everybody. And so what else has been happening? Let's see. Like I said, I can put a face shield on and also wear a mask if I want to. Let me see if I can grab one. Of course, it's not easy. I was going to wear it. I thought, when I went to the breakfast venue and when I went to the dinner venue with my friend, I thought I would be able to eat under the shield, but it really does come down a far bit, so I can't eat or drink under the shield. So I just wanted to show you guys that in case you thought that you might be able to do that. There's no, maybe with a straw. I don't have a straw right now. I could do that, but I couldn't get a knife underneath here either. I can, I'm gonna find out which way my shield. So this is with the mask on underneath the shield. Now I'm totally protected. Do you see that? It protects all the way around. And like I said, this is available online, on Instagram, on Facebook. I think I've seen it on Facebook, and I've definitely seen it on Pinterest. It is called the View Shield. The other thing is, just like with this mask, it is washable. I washed this last night with my other one. Whew, yeah. Oh my goodness. I washed it. It's a little space aged. Bae was making fun of me for being space age, but I got compliments from guys and girls from wearing the shield. It does look like 21st century, but you know what, guys? I don't know, some of you may not be as old as me, but I remember Buck Rogers in the 21st century, and we are actually in the 21st century now. So it is a whole new world, and even with the whole new virus out there, we have protection because we are keeping track of this. I'm just having some fat burning dessert. And sorry, all my papers fell down, y'all. I'm trying to be prepared. I go for my second vaccination tomorrow morning. It is a car drive-through, so I will stick my arm through the window and they will stick me. So there's like 3 or 4 checkpoints with the vaccination for my county. And so they check your ID, so your driver's license. They check to see if you have your paperwork. They check to see if you are a resident, because you have to be a resident at least part-time and have proof of part-time residency. And then they verify your consent form. So I'm having to bring the consent form back. Yeah, all of this is my consent form. I'm having to bring that again to show that I consent to the treatment. And the first time, which was 28 days ago, I'm getting Moderna. Moderna is it's 28 days between doses. So thank you, Lena, for the technical support. Yes, it's very protective and it's stylish. I mean, I got to give you style, right? So when I got it a week later, I started having more headaches, but we have also been having high pollen here in South Florida or well, I live in Central Florida on the Gulf Coast side, but for the last 3 weeks, almost this whole month, we have had high pollen, and I'm very susceptible because of allergies. So I don't know if my headaches were because of that, or thank you for the love, I appreciate you, or the headaches were residual from the vaccine, because I have talked to some other people who have gotten the vaccine. I don't know why I'm so parched. And some of them have said they did not have any side effects until a week after the vaccine, which had been some headaches and the soreness. I had the soreness in my arm for like 2 days after I got the first shot. So they don't want you to take any ibuprofen or anything like that for flu-like symptoms before you get the shot. But if you develop a severe headache after you get the shot, you can take some ibuprofen. You will feel fatigued. For most people, that's what they reported to me, both for Pfizer and Moderna, that they have felt fatigued afterwards. Some people for 12 hours, some for 24, some for 48 or more, depending on how you are affected. They will have you in a separate area for 15 to 30 minutes after your shot, and they did that with the drive up to see if you develop any symptoms. They want to check on you. They had Be Safe, which was an online thing that you enroll in to check if you were having any side effects. It's supposed to be with the CDC. I didn't get any checkups like a week or a few days later. Nothing like that happened for me. I don't know if it was just the way the system was working, but they had you register with your first shot. Nobody followed up. I was a little bit nervous last week approaching this week because of what I had heard about the side effects with the second shot. The second shot is more intense than the first shot. But again, this is the best bet for lowering our numbers, which our numbers are coming down. And you still, again, please hear me, you still have to do social distancing and wear a mask so that we can keep it from spreading, because even if I'm not susceptible, you might be, and I could be carrying it, even though it's not causing any ill effects in my body, even though my immune system is now boosted because of the vaccine. So we have to be careful for each other to keep our community safe and keep the spread down in our community. So I wanted to, let's see, right now it's just available for frontline workers, which I am, and for people 65 and older. I have heard that another step is also teachers, since they too are considered frontline. It's a volunteer basis, and you have to provide information with regards to your eligibility for frontline or essential worker status. So if you have any severe allergic reactions to the first dose of the vaccine, you should not get the second dose. If you have issues with the flu vaccine, you should not get the dose. If you have a fever, you should not get the dose. You should not have any bleeding disorders. You shouldn't be on a blood thinner. You shouldn't be immunocompromised. You should not be pregnant. You should not be breastfeeding. If you don't have any of those pre-existing conditions, you should be okay to take the vaccine. Let's see. The Moderna uses messenger RNA, which is part of your DNA package. It uses that, some lipids, which are basically fats in your body that form your cells, glycerol, cholesterol, and a lot of chemical names, acetate, aminos, and sucrose. That's all in the shot. So if you're allergic to any of those things, skip the shot. So they give you a shot in your arm. This has not been used before. It was rushed through to try to help with the COVID crisis. So it is still somewhat experimental. And if you listen to some of the reports, CDC and otherwise, it's not technically a vaccine, but this is our best bet for lowering the numbers and lowering your risk of contracting COVID. And I can tell you personally, COVID is no joke, because I have known people to contract it and be in the hospital, young, middle-aged, older. people who contracted it and who are no longer here with us. So this is no joke. We need to take it seriously. If you can't or you're not eligible to get the shot, or it's not going to be a good bet for you, please social distance or physical distance, and wear your mask, and try not to overexpose yourself to different communities. So I wanted to tell you that because I will be getting my shot early tomorrow morning. I want other people of color to know that it's an okay thing to do to keep yourself safe, to keep your family safe. I wanted to be able to see my parents who don't live in this state, didn't want to travel, opted not to have me travel to them for the holidays because they didn't want to be exposed from me traveling on an airline or however I was going to get there. I'm happy to say that my folks have gotten their first dose last week of the Moderna vaccine. They're about equally supposedly effective, 95, 96% from what we know right now. Each of us getting the shot and being in the community are contributing to the knowledge that the scientists need to make the vaccine more effective. So that's another reason to get the shot if you're not at risk by taking a shot like you might be at risk for taking a flu shot. So I no longer have the anxiety that I had last week. I tried to arm myself with as much information as possible. I talked with other physicians who are also getting the shots and elected to continue. And again, urge my family to do that too. So my older relatives are getting their shots. My aunt got her second shot last week. As I said, my parents got their first shot last week. I know sometimes, depending on where you live, it can be much more of a process to get on the vaccination list. Even for myself, as a frontline worker, I had to be available by phone to answer the vaccination person, to answer the screening questions, and to schedule the first vaccine. If I was not there, I got put back in the list for, or the pool for people to get the shot. Even for those shots available now at Publix and Walgreens, you're going to have to be proficient or very good at working a computer. If you're not good at it, get a family member to help you to get registered and fill out all the information and know where you're going to go to get it. Because initially, I thought they would respond by email with my appointment, but it's phone calls. So you need to pay attention to how they are contacting you in the future to set you up for your vaccination appointment. Also, you need to pay attention because some of them are still doing like Eventbrite and other systems where they will text you information as it gets closer to your vaccination date. That's what they did for my second shot. So that's all I had to say about that. Any questions that I can answer based on the information that they gave me when I got my first shot? It doesn't say anything, Lena, about celiac. Let's see what else is in here. It says there's a remote chance that the vaccine could cause severe allergic reaction. They include in that difficulty breathing, swelling in the face or throat. Those with the swelling in the face and throat, I have read since then, it subsided after about 24 to 48 hours. I understand that can be very scary at first. Hey, Mamie, thanks for watching. Some people developed a rash. The rash can be very irritating, but again, that is supposed to diminish the further out you are from your vaccine dose. Some of you may need to speak with your doctor to see if the rash is more serious than that and you need to discontinue your vaccine. So if you have side effects and they're severe, you need to call 911 or go to your nearest hospital. If you have any other side effects that bother you or don't go away, report it to the CDC Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, and they give you the 1-800 number, which is 822-7967. Again, that number is 1-800-822-7967, or report it online to the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. which is through the government, and that's a long address for your URL. And if you want it, I can give it to you, but they should be supplying it to you with your vaccine information. I got a whole book here. Let's see. So they give you a card, a vaccination card. You're going to need that card and that number to go and get your second shot. You're also going to need that information to report it to the hotline if you have adverse side effects. So general side effects include fatigue, headache, muscle pain, joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and fever. Only a few people that I know of have had just about all of those. And again, it will last 2 to 3 days, depending. I'm trying to look through to see if I can answer Lena's question. A lot of scary information at first that almost made me not get it like 2 months ago when I was considering it. But again, I think it's a better risk in lowering our risk overall, lowering our numbers overall, and lowering the risk of you being a carrier or spreading it to people that you love. So all of the people who participate in the vaccine become part of the research again, and that is part of us perfecting the science so that we can do even better at preventing this disease and for dealing with different strains of the virus. And these are all according to the Florida Department of Health. I don't see any mention of celiac in here, Lena. If your celiac is aggravated by some of the ingredients in there, I might take a second look. Look at the ingredients in the Moderna, look at the ingredients in the Pfizer. I know some people are allergic to eggs or things based in eggs. So some of those people were opting out of one or the other of the vaccines. I don't see anything else about the ingredients. So you'll have to check the ingredient list to see if something in there is, you know, something that you could react to. But for the most part, it seems pretty tame. Again, think of it kind of like your flu shot, but we're not dealing with flu. We're dealing with a different virus here. Thank you for the love, Lena. I appreciate you. But no mention on here about people with celiac disease. If you have immunocompromised disorders, and there may be many different ones for that, you might want to reconsider, or you need to ask your physician if you would be a good candidate for the vaccine. They are educating physicians about this. They are also making it available in CVS, Walgreens, pharmacies in your supermarkets. So all of those individuals, especially your primary care, will have the information. My folks opted to do it through their primary care. I am doing it through a vaccination site through the county where I live. So I'm going to give you a chance for any questions. If you're interested in the View Shield, I will put it in the top of the live so you can see that. Again, I purchased mine off of Instagram. It is available and advertised on Pinterest, and I may have seen it advertised on Facebook. I don't know that there are any ads on YouTube, but you can look it up. It's by Joe Doucette. And let's see if it'll show up here. So that is the name of the product. It is washable. It should last for several wearings. It is much clearer than the mask that I purchased at Sam's Club, which was cloudy and I couldn't hardly see out of it to drive, to walk around. It was very aggravating. I don't know if the Costco shields are any better. I know Costco sells them for about $6, $7. Sam's was selling them for about $4 for $9.99. But like I said, the ones at those stores, or at least at Sam's, were not very clear. This is absolutely clear. Had no problem reading my menu. I had no problem viewing the scenery. We had a gorgeous day today. There was a regatta at the park, and it was all clear. I could see it perfectly. And if you have glasses, you also will be able to wear this shield. You see how clear it is? You can see me through it, even see my light. So anything to get back to a more normal order of living, and have more fun and keep yourself safe and keep your family safe. If you're going out, I would still advise you to either spray down your clothes or put them away to be washed as soon as you get in. If you're outside for long periods of time, there's still not really very much agreement about how long the virus lasts on your clothes or on hard surfaces. But my opinion is that you probably still need to spray it down with some Microban or some Pine Sol diluted if you're not going to immediately put it in for the wash. All right, especially those of us who are in higher contact with the public, you got to be a lot more proactive with the clothes that you wear out that may be exposed. With hair, I understand it can last in your hair as well. So again, a little spray down won't hurt anybody. And that's my, update for health and wellness. Please share this out to your family members, to let them know what's happening and let them know of somebody else who is getting the vaccine. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll update you tomorrow after the shot sometime later on Monday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you share me out, share it in the comments so that I can know to thank you in advance for sharing out this vital information. Have a great evening.